Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Happy Sunday. Yes, that's right. We took yesterday off because I wanted to find a tryout that may or may not come to pass as far as something that we might be able to get going into the next Battle City box. So I wanted to talk about one of Kaiba's little what-if monsters that we saw in the anime I think once. And I want to talk about the King Dragun. So this card, oh my goodness, look at this card. So first and foremost, this is a fusion using one of the earliest cards in the game, the Lord of Dragons, Lord of D. And we're going to be combining it with a normal monster card. It's a 4-star. I want to say it's like 1500 attack, dragon light attribute. It is the Divine Dragon Ragnarok. Now, it's not the first. It is not the last Divine Dragon. They did a short series of these dragons. And none of them really found their way in the game, but they could be made to be like perfect allies as far as what to do with speed duel. And this one has a crazy cool effect. So your opponent cannot target dragon monsters with card effects, period, at all, while also being a dragon and self-protecting, unlike the Lord of Dragons. And then once per turn, you can special summon a dragon from your hand. So why do I want this card? Why do I want this card in Speed Duel? Number one, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been a game of, is it the spellcaster or the dragon that's the toughest? And when it's neither, it's either some tech slop deck, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, or it's warrior. It really goes back down to those four things. It's either a really overpowered archetype, it's a warrior, it's a dragon, or it's a spellcaster. And I don't know if that's the way Kazuki Takahashi originally designed all of this, or if he was one for just trying to make his main characters really, really cool in person, not just in his art. But it does seem that way. Because again, the main characters, they always tend to play a warrior, a spellcaster, or a dragon. And I mean, let's go through it. So Kaiba played a bunch of dragons. Joey played some dragons. So also played a bunch of warriors. Yugi played Dark Magician and just about every form that you can think of. And every time they make another set of cards and they're like, we got some more Yugi cards, it's always for the Dark Magician and the Spellcasters. You move on to the second series. The main character plays heroes. They're warriors. It's amazing. Series 3, he starts off with the Junk Synchron, which is basically a junk deck based around warriors, and all the synchrons turn into warriors. But he also has this Stardust Dragon, and the whole series is 5Ds, so it's the 5 dragons, which is pretty cool. And then in season 4, he seems to just play a bunch of tech, but he does have the Gagaga Magician and the Magician Girl, and he does play some warriors. And if I'm not mistaken, my man's biggest card is Utopia, which is a warrior. And then you move on to Season 5. And Season 5 was Pendulum. And it was whatever it was called because I don't remember too well. And he used a bunch. He had some dragons because of, the Arc Dragon. In fact, it was mostly based on dragons again. And then I didn't watch anything to do with Vrains, but I mean, Decode Warrior or Decode Talker is essentially a warrior, even though he's a Cybers. But it's okay because it's kind of like that main warrior tech or that main character tech. So it falls into that fourth category. And Cybers becomes the new age, new type and just transcends the game. So I mean, a lot of the big decks over time, what was Lightsworn if not a deck played around a dragon? Same thing with Dark Arm Dragon. Blue Eyes versus Dark Magician every time there's a set release. I would love to see somebody be able to play this because again, you don't have to put it in to where you could change the effect text. You don't have to have this available for Waking the Dragon. It's really cool if you do. It's super cool if you could just play it off Waking the Dragon. But you guys could update this text. You guys could errata it and you could be like, look, for it to get into Speed Duel, we need to be it can only be fusion summoned. Okay? You could literally change that. It's kind of a junk fusion in the main game because not a lot of people will play to it. It will, however, make an excellent deck master. So if you guys want to talk about that for just a quick second, If you want to imagine this guy as a deck master as well, we never have to board him. Once per turn, we just get to play any dragon we want. He literally plays for any dragon type deck and offers a static protection for your dragons. So he's broken as far as the deck master goes. But like, I would love to see this card in Speed Duel because again, I do think that if you just made us fusion summon for it, it would be fine. Like if it came out first, I could see Waking the Dragon come out later. Or maybe in order to get this, maybe Waking the Dragon has to go to like the 2 list. Or maybe the 1 list. Because it would be like a preemptive nip it in the bud before this thing gets too crazy. But there are ways to do this. And I want to hear your guys' ideas about how we could get this into Speed Duel. And maybe if Konami isn't already set on all the cards in a new set. Again, I keep myself ignorant of the spoilers because I want to do genuine reactions when I open the darn thing. But I would love to see this card in the new set. And then just people play dragon decks just everywhere. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Technically, today was a Speed Duel tryout and a Deckmaster video. So I will make sure that the title shows both of that. And you guys, do me one favor. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. And do the things. Don't do the things, but definitely do the thing where you guys go out and do something fun, all right? All right, see you later, my friends.